So this is gonna be a doubt session, quick doubt session, I would say. So quickly going over it. This doubt. Hindsight, could this be framed after NQ showed signs of reversal post 930? Yes, I had a bearish bias going into this day just based off of ES in itself. And then when NQ aligned with this 930 reverse off of here, then this could have been shorted. Yes, I also wanted to short this. It's just that I didn't get a good framework on M3, M5. I wasn't much like trusting these swings. I wasn't like very happy with how it was forming on the lower time frame. Higher time frame I was still bearish biased after this 930 confirming the idea. So around 10 a.m. NQ gave me a better, like showed me better conviction in the shorts, and that's why I took those NQ shorts. If you would watch my recap for that NQ trade, everything would have been explained in that. It would be uploaded in 1-2 days. NQ reversing off of this, ES already having this as a established framework. NQ reversing off of this, you could short NQ, you could short ES, both works, but just different objectives. I targeted daily open high into relevant level, back towards opening price. This was my logic. NQ is showing me signs of conviction thereafter around 10 a.m. ES not showing good conviction on lower time frame, so that's why not didn't take ES. Was it enough, or should I explain it in a bit more depth? Uh, Next time, brother, please. Very less time I do have. Are you preferring YM for shorts today? The configure 1 hour relevant low can be 30 minutes. Yes, best advice. Best advice. Clear? Okay, on to the next doubt. And do watch my recap on those three positions: NQ's short, which I just showed, and YM short, which you have a doubt here as well, and that RB short. Okay, still going over this. How to understand which is the right draw objective? I have faced many issues. Like today, your objective was range low. I was looking at previous day only. You're talking about this day on YM. Sorry, I'm going too fast. I do have less time. You are talking about this day. Fast. Simply, I'm putting focus on the logical relevant swing where price could reverse. Price reversing off of this, then my eyes goes simply there. Just simple range high manipulation, right? Range high manipulation. Then what? Range low objective. Too clean framework, right? Now do you get it? Only thing which I need to work with is EQ of previous day's range, which was getting respected. Yes, you put so much emphasis on 4 or 1 hour. That's why when clean setups show up on daily, you aren't okay, comfortable framing them with full confidence. I leave out lower time frame setups 4 or 1 hour, and I am okay with that. But when I do have proper valid setups off of the daily, I do take full advantage of it. Like this day, YM UTY shorted till here. I shorted till here. I had conviction off of the daily chart. He was using H4 as his way, so I had much targets way lower. Same this day, he shorted till previous day. I shorted till there because I had conviction, because I'm simply being more selective with the framework I want to use. I'm demanding a valid price signature. I'm putting a lot of restrictions on price. So when those restrictions are met, when those things which I require are met, so then I'm already full confident, because by the time my entry part comes, market has already passed many filters. So it is already in a high probable condition. Get it now? Any doubts? And this was simply a low hanging fruit. And I don't try to frame anywhere illogically like here, same day. Just simple. Current range was this. The range I got manipulated. Then looking to the opposing side, the next relevant point. Okay, not looking anywhere here. Framing towards here day by day. How every day forms in the week. Getting my point now? Still do have any doubts? And this idea was much more explained in the position I took here, short till there. So do watch that recap, which is already posted. तो ये बंद क्यों नहीं हो रहा recap? Leave it. And why YM shorts and not RTY? Same thing again. While selecting an asset selection logic, and I do make a plan prior to the day and tell myself exactly, make a plan off of the daily, and then tell myself what do I want to do with which asset. Okay, uh, this is a trading view glitch, but still no worries. Going into this day, I have two things in my mind. I do have established framework for YM shorts. If my conditions are met, I have made a plan. I would short till there. I won't force anything till there. Simply demanding proper structure and then framing logically. If this is not met, then I would long RTY instead. Why RTY? I talked about this in that YM RTY's YM short. RTY was showing a bit bullish order flow from previous days, rejecting lows, respecting opposing close candle, down close candle to be specific. So these are signs of bullish order flow. Right, sorry, I'm going too fast. I do have less of a time. EQ of opposing candles being respected. EQ of opposing candles. So E मैंने मार चला देंगे. EQ of opposing candles being respected here and price forming a swing off of here. So and having objectives open to the opposing side. So simply looking for continuation. If the narrative is met with confirmations, proper confirmations, and previous day had a swing, so Friday had the framework. Monday could continue. Monday respected EQ of this day clearly. So going into Tuesday, I do have two things in my mind: either off of Monday's low to then here, either respecting this rejection off of Monday's wick to then long. And I do had clear expectation. If long, then RTY. I won't short RTY because I do have better framework in YM, and I won't long RTY because I do have a better framework in YM. So going into the day, I'm making a plan prior before doing anything, before framing anything, making a plan off of the daily chart and not deciding based off of the lower time frame what I wanna choose. And same thing, you chose off of the lower time frame, like the protected swing was in RTY, then why short YM? Because I had the proper framework on YM on the higher time frame. This is judging based off of the lower time frame. Getting my point? If you frame off of the lower time frame, the higher time frame may tell you another story. See, RTY was more bullish at this point. The longs in RTY would have worked. The bias was meant to go higher. But when I do have conflicting bias, I have taken two sessions and framed price live, called out both moves. One was FOMC, one was Today, this till I don't exactly remember around here. This objective, and at the same time I had expectation for NQ to go till here. Conflicting bias, right? This was only something. Yes, this. So NQ telling me long, why I'm telling me short, so I'm simply doing nothing until around a driver, mostly validating or invalidating my idea around driver, and looking for demanding more demanding more from price to validate one idea and invalidate the other one. Around 9:27, this long idea is almost invalidated as price is almost still the current law of the day. And to me, if it wanted to go higher, it already had the framework around here. Ideally, this should have stayed protected as well, like established law of the day formed. But I'm not taking any position based off of lower time frame patterns. Everything is based off of high time frame narrative for me. It all comes down to high time frame narrative. Where are the high time frames heading toward? Every lower time frame entry pattern, this that would fail if not aligned with right narrative, right side of the high time frame. So around 9:27 here, not 9:27 here, I was still okay framing this, like I was wanting this or M5 closer maybe. This one, yes, still marked. I was wanting to see this. If this would have found and price would have showed displacement around here, I would have taken something this, but this never formed, and instead this was getting close to invalidation. So YM was the pick, therefore, thereafter, and YM, I wanted to see how it reacts to any high, this or this. Didn't want to short prior to it, although it had good framework around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. open high. But the thing is, I didn't have enough conviction with framing shorts. Entry wise, pattern wise, too good. 9 a.m. open high, enough range opposing candle, closer through, and having a protected swing to our side previously. 8:30 manipulation, 9:30 you could expect continuation. But for narrative, I wasn't having much conviction with framing shorts, neither with long, so I'm simply waiting for more, demanding more info. So I was wanting to see how it reacts to this high, maybe around 9:30 or maybe 5-10 minutes prior, or this. So I had simply marked these both. RTY swept this as well. 9.5 high, current high of the 9 a.m. This didn't, forming as empty, and did sweep this. So was showing displacement away. So I was about to frame this. So, but it is what it is. You can do everything right from your side, still end up being zero on the day, and that is fine. If it would have closed around here, I would have surely taken it, and I was almost about to take it, but it is what it is. Same thing with FOMC. I had conflicting bias, NQ longs, ES shorts. When one idea got invalidated, I completely walked through every move live, and that was much detailed live walkthrough than today's. So yes, conflicting bias scenario. So I'd simply wait for more info, not try to frame anything early, not trying to catch high in the range, low in the range, just wanting to see. मैंने मार चला देनी है, just wanting to see point A, point B, where is price reaching for. If I don't know, I don't want to frame here. If I don't know, don't want to frame here. Once one side is invalidated and narrative is much more confirmed, then I would take entries around here as well, because I would have narrative by my side. Okay, this is the draw, this is the most probable draw, this is least probable, this is most probable. When I would have conviction, I would take entries around here as well, this low in the range. Depends on how much conviction I do have. When I simply don't have conviction, I do wait or let it go without me. I don't entitle any move to me. What would be in my system would be aligning with my system. I would simply take it and let any other setup go without me. underneath which the like same thing. I यार ये क्यों नहीं चल रहा? I could have looked too long at YM today. Off of this, I could have looked too short and cute till here. So conflicting bias once one side get invalidated. 930 should have framed a reversal if it wanted to go higher, or if this was a valid reversal. This was a valid reversal for the low of the day candidate. 930 should have expanded away from it. This was the best time if the narrative was meant to go higher, but 930 failing to do that. Last line of defense is 930 forming low of the day by manipulation, then immediately returning back. 930 fails to do that as well. That invalidates the long idea for me already. Then my eyes go to these objectives here, even though I still am not getting an entry to frame, and that's still fine. But pattern wise, this looks good. Okay, 930 forming auto block, but no, if 930 wanted, wouldn't it have formed a proper low of the day here, closing through here? So all comes down to narrative part, right? Then I would have simply wanted something here in to then frame, and I don't entitle this move to me. If this doesn't align with my system, I would simply let it go, not chase it. If it simply doesn't align with my model, it is simply not for me. So this price action is not for me, and I would let it go, even though I was right with the direction this time as well, this time here as well. It is what it is. This is the reality. In the end, I was right with the direction on gold as well. Doesn't give me entry, I don't chase it, I would let it go, because my model doesn't only align or include high time frame, it includes demanding some low time frame structure as well, for which I can trust the low time frame aligning with the high time frame. Bias and execution are two different things. Having bias is one thing, having proper framework on the lower time frame or intermediate time frame to execute to trust a swing is different thing. If I can't trust a swing which I can risk my money off, I would simply not take entry, even though I would have the right bias. I would simply let it go. यार ये इस पे तो थी मेरी, ये तो फ्लो फ्लो में छोड़ दिया मैंने. So I hope you got a better understanding now. Logic is correct. Protected swing, yes. Protected swing, yes. Displacing through. How is this displacing through? This is, instead I would see it consolidating after hitting this high, and maybe rejecting this high as well, because it comes back low. Displacing highs would be which asset is going wrong. Okay, displacing highs, the best example. This is displacing through highs, not coming back. Okay, this is displacing through highs, not rejecting back inside. Let me find a better example. This is displacing through highs. Get it? You could use this as well. Displacing through highs, showing lack of willingness to return back off of here. Displacing through them. गुड नाइट, क्या पागल बंदा है ये हब. Only move which was there for me today was this, but I was wanting this. I did call out this as well, but I totally forgot about this. Was only looking at NQ. I told I would wanna see a entry form around here, then close it through. I placed the tool as well, and then I forgot I had an expectation for CL as well. Okay, okay, it is what it is. We can still frame NQS as the objective is not met yet. Hehe. Remember Indonesia, so another way. On every yes, this no 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 can't trust this. Best case sweep this or M1 mm SM maybe either sweep this or create an established high if you wanna keep this protected. I'm not taking it until it sweeps either this forms established high over 10 or else sweeps this to give me a 3 or 5 minute entry. Let's go on to the other doubt. This is protected, yes. Rejecting lows, displacing away, yes, protected, but you have to align the high time frame logic as well. Protected if the bias is meant to go higher for the high time frame daily candle or 4 hour candle you are framing, whichever, not just low time frame patterns. I simply didn't understand this, what you are trying to ask, so I won't. Bro, can you explain logic when gold Monday? This week on Monday, candle first formed an open low. Oh, let's say, okay, I had a short answer to it. I would do another doubt session maybe today or tomorrow. I do have very less time, so I would wrap up this doubt session. This was specifically meant for Dishant Bhai, and hope other people learn something off of it as well. And do watch my recaps for my trades I posted on Tuesday's recap for YM. That recording is already posted on YouTube, and one recording would be uploaded on today is one. It would be uploaded on 3 August or 4 August maybe. The recap for this position has been posted, and it is too good. This position. So any doubts for the doubts I go over, not extra doubts, but for the doubts I did go over. Any doubts for those? Remember Indonesia, just so another way. On a win. I got question, man. When do you know when to RTY, when to use RTY? You mean or SMT for YM? RTY is the only asset which correlates with sorry, RTY only correlates with YM. NQS do correlate with YM. I would use them in certain conditions. Depends, situational. Not all always, but most of the time you can say. I got one other thing that confuses me sometimes. One or relevant. Simply focus on brothers' advice. Focus more on high tension than low tension. Or you should have a plan prior, just based off of the daily chart. If you are having problem framing off of the daily chart, just simply wait for more info. Simply wait for more info. This got right as well. अच्छा सेटअप छोड़ दिया मैंने यार. एचओ में बना था. एचओ में भी बना था यार. दिस वन. सब कुछ कल के मार करके रखे हैं मैंने. और ये मैंने यूट्यूब में आपको सुबह बोला ना, मैं एचओ शॉट मारना चाहता हूँ. गंदे लोग. गंदे गंदे लोग. No doubt, no worries. I would still break down this idea why I wanted to take a shot here even before it formed around here. Okay, okay. What can I do? Yes, thank you. Can we still frame? Remember Indonesia, just on another way. Only win. Uh, Not even 2 hour. Let me see. Right objective marked. Right objective on yes as well. I don't want to frame RTY YM. Just NQS shots at this moment. Only thing which I am left with. सारी दुनिया में प्यार होए, जो होए। Yes, I could take this, but please form in few minutes. I have to go. NQ sweeps this, nice. This is SMT, but I would still have this mark. Moving. And why were you preferring YM for shots today? There was a clear uh, depends on how the daily candle was forming as well. Why was ये क्वेश्चन मेरे को अपने आप से भी पूछना चाहिए. Why was I? Yes, simply it was more so structured in a way to go short, but other indices were showing long. So if for this to go short, I need a better confirmation. This was good, but not too good for me, so I simply let it go. Sure, but sure, brother, but not today. This was the YM breakdown. I think my missing piece now is confirming the narrative just like it. Yes, it everything comes down to narrative. Entry model is the least important part. Like you saw, 2 seconds it took me after 9:30. I saw 9:30 displacing away. I simply marked that auto block immediately, even though I was on a call. Entry model is the easiest and effortless part. Everything comes down to narrative. Where are the high time frames heading towards? Where is the daily candle heading towards? That is the part you should put the most emphasis on. Time. I would have to leave in like 5-10 minutes. Having conflicting bias and waiting. Yes, simply waiting when you don't know what's happening. This asset tells you long, this asset tells you short. Both could work. So why do a guessing game, right? Why do you have to pick something like you have one objective for one asset here, price is currently here, you have one objective for one asset here, both are correlated. This shows short, this shows long. Why do you have to predict this? Okay, from here, okay, this short or this. Simply wait for more info. Let it displays toward one side. Let the other idea fail for the other asset. And by the time it reaches there, then your narrative would be more confirmed that it is poised to go there. Simply frame a high probable simple entry without having much anxiety on your mind, much pressure on your mind. सारी दुनिया में मैंने कदर होएगा सूटा दी शकीने आके ले तू मैंने Yes, I am recording. This will be uploaded in like a week. Do you use 230 FM series as I did use, I guess so. But I used structure for price itself, not just 230. I wasn't too confident, even though 230 had released and it was like 240 with any direction until and unless I got the proper framework which I planned for. Like I made a plan prior. If this happens, I would do this. If this happens, I would do that. Made a plan prior to happening. I simply know if this happens, I would need to do that. If that happens, I would need to do this. Most people have anxiety issues because they simply don't have any plan. You are badmeez, you framed without me, cheaters. सारी दुनिया नु प्यार यार ये ले सकते थे वैसे आप पता है उस पे डीडी भाई क्योंकि ये अच्छा था बहुत अच्छा था डेली फ्रेमवर्क भी था ओके
भाई मैंने 2 मिनट स्टेज से क्या चल गया आपने कॉल आउट दे दिया यार
कॉल आउट दिया उसके बाद मैं खुद भी भूल गया भाई कितने चीटर लोग हैं, मैंने बोला मैं एचओ भी शॉट मारना
हाँ
चाहता हूँ, एचओ के बेटर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, ये तो सुबह से बोल रहा हूँ मैं आपको, है ना।
हाँ। ये
चीटर, और अब मेरे को लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में मेरे को
सीधे
क्लियर
सीधे
दिख गया
पड़े।
कि आरबी लॉन्ग या सीएल शॉर्ट। मैंने बोला सीएल शॉर्ट इधर थी प्राइस, like it was full bullish. I was confident, like yes, I don't wanna take this immediately, I wanna let it build more structure in firm, and I wanna see something like this. I told it around here, but I simply forgot about it. Like I wanna see it displays away from here, this the spot where it is supposed to reverse off of to then reach the objective, and then give me either an enough ranged opposing candle, either sweep and form an intermediate term swing to add confidence to my bearish idea, then and it would invalidate the RB's long idea at the same time. So yes, and it was information, and then I started around this candle was about to close, didn't close. I had placed the tool, okay, I would take something like this. Then I simply forgot about it and just watching indices after that. I think I would need to miss indices as well because I had to reach in 10 minutes somewhere. If there are no more dots, could you please show that? I can't, brother, I can't. I watched the YM breakdown, so I understand how to trade. Ask Rom, I guess so. She would have recorded that FOMC session because she was in the session, but she her computer was in the session, but she wasn't. And most of the times when she isn't able to be present in front of the screen, she turns on the recording. So ask her, maybe she would have recorded. Okay, time to go. I would have a look after coming back. Okay, bye bye, Radhe Radhe boys. Let me have a look at it again. Did I miss something? You took M3, yes, same, nice. Also, I had high temper bias and ITF checked myself, but the but means you are, but the intersection was given myself. Okay, nothing more. Radhe Radhe boys, bye bye. Mumbai, here I come.